Namaste, blessings and greetings. I hope everyone is well. Welcome to Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All. We're going to get right to it. This is your love vibe reading for the month of January. Stay tuned for the following content to come, which is your general love reading and your general readings. And then I'll also be doing a X Factor reading and reading for singles and what could be blocking or what things you need to focus on and pay attention to for your love energy for this month. And then we'll also tap into some karma. So that's just some things you can look forward to. As always, I welcome your comments. Let's cleanse the space, both in yours and mine. Heavenly Father, protect my energy and guard all those that come here in love, light, and peace. Bless the community of Sagittarius, especially when it comes to their love readings. As with most readings that are general, remember this may or may not pertain to you. It is timeless, so we can be talking about both past, present, or future energies. And we can also be talking about he or she and you or they. And don't forget that it may also be incorporating other people who have an effect on your love life, such as family, friends, a third party who might have an interest. Ultimately, your own intuitive gifts also can tap into whatever's going on in your particular situation. Okay, so now we shall begin. I'm going to use several decks for this particular reading, and I'm guided to start with this first deck. What are the love vibe messages for Sagittarius for the month of January? This combined with your general weekend love reading should give you a good start, and attached with all the other love videos that I will be posting over the weekend, you really should have a good sense of your love energy and love messages on top of whatever I've already posted for you so far in January. Healthy choices. The universe wants you to make more healthier choices when it comes to love. And healthy choices start with you first, Sagittarius, taking care of yourself, your self-care, your mental health, your physical health, and emotional well-being. The healthier you are in all aspects in your life, the better that you will be equipped to make better decisions and to attract suitable partners. Followed by grounding. As you get healthier, you will build a strong foundation and stability that you need that will attract the type of relationship and partners that you seek, while also giving you the confidence that until then, you are good doing it by yourself. We have karmic relationship. Some of you might not be interested in love right now because you just left a karmic relationship or you're going through a karmic relationship right now. So it could be a very intense period for you where you're trying to get out of a situation rather than to get in. Others of you, you're still working through the healing from past relationships and those karmic relationships. So again, it might not be the season for you right now to start looking for a new relationship, but rather the season for you to make healthier choices, get back on your feet, get back the foundation of your strength, and then once you get all that done, you can start to build new connections. With self-indulgence, a reminder again that for many of you this time, it's a period of self-healing. You need to work on your shadow work, which is you need to address the issues that we keep in the closet or that we keep in the dark, the things that we know we need to work on or should pay attention to, but for some reason either we won't give it our time or we just refuse to admit that we need to work on it. So again, self-indulgence, healthy choices, it all begins with you, Sagittarius. A lot of who you are, how you treat yourself, how you care for yourself really reflects also on the type of love connections and the energies that you get back romantically in partnerships. I always say we have to set the boundaries and we have to show people how we are to be loved by first showing us that we're worthy of that love by giving ourselves that love directly. And that's a strong message for my Sagittarius singles, because while you're single, this is the time that you build that strength in you. You build those boundaries. You make yourself love you the best of your ability. And this way, you know what you want, you know what you desire, and so will the new people that will come into your life along the way romantically. At the bottom of this deck, we get Engagement ring. Some of you are thinking engagement, or you might be getting an engagement ring closer to those talks, trying to feel out what your partner is saying, or your partner might be bringing that subject up to see, where you are, or you both might be having a conversation, how far do you want to take this relationship, or if you know that you're suited for each other, let's take it to the next step and put a ring on it. We also get the message, if I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. This could be both your reflection and that of a past lover. We make mistakes. We make bad judgment calls. There's a lot of things we wish we could have done, should have. And it's okay to have those feelings, but to move on and to learn from them. Just as your past person, they could be in a current relationship right now, and they're reflecting what they might have done wrong in that relationship that they carried over to their new relationship. And maybe they're realizing, you know what, maybe it wasn't Saggy. I had a lot to contribute to this. I could have stayed to Saggy if I just worked on this situation. We tend to blame the other people sometimes in relationships and vice versa until we get into a new relationship, and that same problem that existed in the relationship that we left comes back again. And then we're saying, well, wait a minute, how come I'm having the same problem in a new relationship? Oh, excuse me. No incense, the weather. I'm sorry. And it's because the situation could be with you. It's something that you need to work. It's a trigger that you are setting off. It's something that you have not addressed, and you're just carrying it from one relationship to the other. Then you realize, hey, I could have stayed. I'm sorry. Whew, that's never happened before with Sagittarius or along. Why do I feel this way? This could be you thinking about someone, or trying to figure out why you feel a particular way about a person, or why you feel the way how you do about love. I cannot let you go. This could be you, or Sagittarius, it could be someone who's thinking of you. Again, this heavy energy. Excuse me, and maybe that's why I'm sneezing so much. I've never sneezed this much during a live video. Is someone sick? Is someone really physically sick over losing you, not being with you, being separated or ghosted by you? If they can't believe that they let... Oh my gosh, it's crazy, right? They let you go, and I'm not burning any incense, so it's very odd. So I feel like someone... Or did someone who used to be with you had an allergy, or they were allergic to something when they were around you, like a pet, an animal? Was that the breakup? Because some of us, our pets it's a deal breaker. You take us, you take our pets. Someone can't let you go. So there's something, I feel like there's an allergy, there's an allergic, there's something that is affecting the relationship that could be impacting both of you, or one of you individually, because I'm just getting all these physical symptoms as I'm doing this reading. And it could be something as simple as an allergy, right? Being allergic to your girlfriend's or boyfriend's cologne or perfume, or their pet, or the environment. Maybe you're dating someone that lives in the cold weather and you need to live in the warm weather. These are all things that we need to take into consideration when we're dating. I can't promise you anything. There are some things, like I said, that are deal breakers in relationships, and we just can't necessarily promise that we're going to be okay with. And for some of us, that's hey, no, I'm not moving to the East Coast, I'm staying in the West Coast. I have to have my cat and dog. I'm sorry if you're allergic to them. All these pet peeves. You might be dating a smoker when you're a non-smoker. So these are all things that you try to work, and you try to come to a mutual agreement, right, and compromise, but sometimes it just can't be done. So I can't necessarily say that I can promise you I can work on that. I will try. And that could be the deal breaker why some relationships don't work out, even though there's good chemistry there. In the middle of the deck, we get, I long for your kiss. Definitely the energy of someone missing you, Sagittarius. Followed by, why do I feel so lost? I am better with my mind than my heart. So I do feel there's someone that is separated from you or no longer with you, that you might have had a romantic relationship, that has their regrets. They have their melancholy moments when they miss you. Oh, okay. Two cards wanted to fall out. This is so hard for me. I'm struggling. So someone who's no longer with you definitely is struggling from the separation. I wish things were different between us. Yes. They definitely have their regrets and they're going through it. Sometimes I stare at my phone and become stuck. So they probably want to make an attempt and they're kind of stuck in between. Should I reach out to Sagittarius? Should I not? Not knowing how you're going to receive their call. Has your phone number changed? Have you blocked them? Everything will be all right. Please trust me. For those of you who are trying to work through a little tough spot in your relationship, your partner is trying to tell you that everything is going to be okay, just to trust them. At the bottom of the deck, we get, I'm scared, I get too nervous. If you're going through a weak spot in your relationship, you have a little hill you need to climb, don't get too nervous, or your partner might be getting nervous because you feel this might be a deal breaker or it could cause a break or separation. I think you both are scared and you're both nervous, but if you communicate that to each other and if you really want the relationship to work, it can work. In the middle of the deck, we end this deck with, I've been thinking about how I can fix things between us. So a lot of people are thinking of you, Sagittarius. Many of you, you have several partners or suitors that you've dealt with in the past that are thinking of you, wondering how they can fix the situation with you, if it's even possible to be fixed. Some are too far gone and it's been a lot of time and you're just too separated and too set in your ways to really get that healing or closure that you seek. Others, there could be a strong possibility that you could come together, but it will take growth, development, healing, and maturity. Breathe deeply. Take a deep breath in so you can take in everything that you need to exercise, everything you need to work out when it comes to your love relationships and the love vibes. Don't be overwhelmed when you feel the challenges of love. Offer your love to those when you feel it's safe to do so. Remember to have compassion for all, even for those that have hurt you in the past, Sagittarius. And we get why? Because it's a new day. Let's not hold on to grudges. It's a new year, new possibilities. We also get, you can't please everyone. So remind yourself of that as you go further along your journey. You're never going to be able to make everyone happy, and it's not your job to do that. You can provide love and give love, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be the end game for your relationship, or that's going to make your partner be the best partner and the most respectful and committed partner to you. People have personal issues, they have shadow work that they need to work on, they have childhood trauma, they have triggers. There's so much going on with so many individuals, and they attach themselves to relationships thinking that is going to be, you know, the end game of it all, and that's going to solve their problems, and it's not, because they have to work on themselves. With the message of intensity, many of you might have a strong fire intensity in you right now, that you just want to be in love again. You're attracted to love. You don't like being alone. I understand that, but just take a chill pill. Let love come to you. Again, don't go chasing waterfalls, and don't go haphazardly rushing into relationships. Turn within. Love yourself first. Get to know who you are and what you truly want and desire. Be conscious in your thinking when you make the next step towards love, or when you are ready to open up love to your heart. Many of you will be integrating new forms of love, new types of love. You're going to change up what it is that you thought love was, and you're going to allow other types of suitors to come into your life. You're not going to be so picky. You're going to let the universe send you and receive what is truly meant for you. In the middle of the deck, we get change. Why? Because the change is good. That is why we have the tower moments. Sometimes that is why we have the heartbreak, because it's forcing us to make a change to get out of situations that normally we would not have if we had not had the tower moment or change. So with this change, you will change and you will adapt changes into your relationships and, again, the type of partners that you are willing to date. With the message wake-up call, yes, changes are just that. They are wake-up calls to wake you up, to really look and identify the issues within yourself when it pertains to love, get past the past hurt and pain, and the wake-up call to really be realistic with what your desires are and your needs when it comes to relationships. Reflect on your truth. Be honest with yourself, what you really want and what you don't want and who you want, instead of chasing or being chased by others that you really have no interest in. Again, we're talking about stop the settling. Be patient and wait for who and what you want than just giving yourself and wasting your time with others that you truly have no investment or commitment to. Act with sincerity. Ask your angels and guides in the universe with a sincere and open heart to show you what it is you need to work on, or to show you through these readings or through your prayers and dreams who is there for you, who desires you, who wants a redo, right? Ask with sincerity the questions that you need answers to. We end this deck with take the lead. For many of you, you might have to take the lead in the future when it comes to your love relationships. Again, to show your strength, to show that you are capable of setting those boundaries and really directing your partner and showing them how they can love you and how you need to be loved and how you two can work together to make it successful. We get antisocial in your feeling, silent treatment, left out. This could be you, or could be someone that you're interested in. They're not being social right now. They could be going through something. It's a time of healing. They need healing or you need healing, so this is why you're being separated. But it's hopeful. If you give people their time and space, and if others give you your time and space when needed, things can work out in the long run. There's still much laughter to be felt in your relationships that provide you joy and healing. The possibilities are there. So don't count a particular person out just because you're going through something. Some of you have dealt or are dealing with someone who's very paranoid, and it can be very envious of you, which we know is something Sagittarius deals with in relationships. You could be dealing with someone who's very envious, jealous, even competitive of you. And I'm not just saying like in a sports way, but financially, the way how you dress, the way how you the car you drive, and all that type of stuff. And this can lead to a toxic connection. So be careful who you attach yourself to. Make sure that they love you for you, that they don't love you for the material things or what you bring to the relationship, and that they're not envious or have some grudge against you, right? People have issues, people have hang-ups. Let's see what other things we need to be careful with our love vibes. Many of you just want to be content. Happiness is hard to obtain, but if you could be content, you'll be fine. Forgetting is still difficult for Sagittarius. Once someone has hurt us, we can forgive, but the forgetting is the hard part. Like I said, still holding on to the grudges. You got to let all that go if you want to have the proper healing and move forward. Look what comes right next, right? New beginnings. So you're content with where you are, or what it is you desire when it comes to love. Forgetting past hurts it continues to be an issue for you. You're holding on to that hurt and pain, and until you let it go, you can't get the beginnings or the new beginnings that you seek in love. So just keep that in mind. As we go forward, we get the love potion card, someone is compelled to follow you. They love you in a way that they feel that you're irresistible. Um, it's like they're almost not obsessed with you, but they're really intrigued with you. You could necessarily be attracted to this person as well, but right now you're just trying to align yourself along your path. Be careful of partners or suitors who are addicted. Again, either being too obsessed with you, being too obsessed with uh, addictions like alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, anything like that. They want what they want when they want it, that type of behavior. You definitely have an admirer. So you have an admirer who is positive in one sense, and I feel you have another admirer who's a little toxic. There's definitely someone who still has resentment and anger towards you, or this could be also you, Sagittarius, like we said earlier, holding on to that hurt and pain that you're not letting go, and that anger and those triggers that are stopping you from having your new beginnings. Surrender. You need to surrender the hurt and pain, and in most situations, Sagittarius, until you learn to surrender trying to control things and just let things happen as they should. You see how those cards fell out? You got to let go. Just like how that card fell out. You've got to learn to let go and let God. Relationships. Be attracted to those who serve your greater good. So be attracted to those who align with where you are in your journey. Even my singles that are alone, remember, you are not alone. You have the angels. Some of you still have doubts. Remember, we talked about asking those questions to the universe. Feel free to ask those questions if you have doubts, and work on your self-esteem if that is prohibiting you to moving forward. A lot of you are putting relationships on hold. Either they don't align with you, or because you are trying to find out what your purpose is right now, and that is your focus. Okay, where should we go with the final messages? Let's go into the tarot for the final messages for the love vibe for this week. What are the final messages for Sagittarius that they need to know for their love vibes? Well, like I said, little small starts in some of you approaching love or letting love back in. Some of you are dealing with third-party interaction, or someone has broken your heart by telling you that they're in love or that they've left you for someone else, or you're still dealing from a past heartbreak that led to from deception, from someone cheating on you, and you feel left out in the cold. And that is the feeling when someone has cheated on you and been deceptive and lied to you. You do feel like you're left out in the cold, especially when they just leave you abruptly for this person. But you have to be in your Queen of Cups energy, Sagittarius. And I hate to say take it on the chin, but my male and female, you know, the feminine and the male, you have to be able to take this hurt and make it work for you, not against you. In the middle of the deck, some of you are very guarded, and you're still guarding yourself from love and relationships because of past hurt and pain, like I said. Others of you, this is you blocking out, trying not to see the infidelity, trying to not see or deal with the flaws in your partner or your relationship. But you have to take that blinder off. You have to see and admit to yourself what your relationship is and what it truly isn't, so that you don't spend unnecessary time in relationships that are toxic or not there for your greater good. We end with the Six of Pentacles. There are people in your life that feel, again, they're attracted to you. I'm not saying that they don't like you, they're not attracted to you romantically, but in their eyes, you're someone that can help them financially. You are well off. So you have to be able, Sagittarius, to really vet people out when you meet new people. What is their financial makeup? What do they do for a living? You know, what is their real background? I mean, go as deep as you need to, because you need to be sure this person is in it for you, not for what you have and not for what you can provide them. Let's just see what's in the middle of the deck, the Justice card. Because some of you might have been hurt in the past, where people took advantage of you financially and you had to end up going to court, right? They might have left you stuck with back owed rent and stuff like that, or they took your car, or they just really put you in a financial hole. So be careful on who you date, who your prospects are. Make sure that they are bringing something to the table and that they are just as solid and have a strong foundation that you can build together and lean on each other if need be. But you, Sagittarius, can't be the sole rainmaker and the sole provider and the emotional strength of the relationship. You both have to bring 50-50 into this relationship. Do you want me to go to 2 more cards? You have such a bright light inside, stop dimming it. For those of you who are purposely not trying to feel any love vibes or give out any love vibes, stop doing that. You have so much love to give, and there's still love out there for you to receive. Let that light and love be shown, and let people give it back to you, and you be able to give it to them. Be also able, with a little bit of faith, it can go a long way. So keep the faith and hope that relationships will heal, love will come again, you will grow. Your partner that is out there is actually doing the work that they need for themselves. Don't get stuck in toxic relationships. Let go what doesn't work. Watch who you allow into your life. What is the reason that they really want to be with you? Is it for love, or is it for financial purposes? No matter what the love vibes are that you sense around you, Sagittarius, the one vibe that you should always have is the vibe of loving self first. That is the ground rule. That's where you build the foundation. May your love vibes continue to blossom and to be solid and strong. Namaste.